my.
What is up, YouTube? This is Nanashi with a brand new video, an unexpected video if I'm going to be honest. I wasn't expecting to make a new video for a couple more weeks at least. I'm in the middle of working on a deck profile video right now, actually a few, now that I got the news, that this video is actually going to pertain to. Because a friend of mine named Nupehadda here on YouTube sent me a message the other day about Konami's banned and restricted list. I took one look at the message he sent me and I was extremely confused. Did they just release a new ban list? But then I took a closer look and oh my goodness. They only changed 6 cards on the ban list, and yet we've had a complete shift in the paradigm of the format, in my opinion. Apparently there was a huge uproar at the last YCS that occurred recently where all 32 top spots were filled by some zoo variants, and we all know Konami can't hit the actual zoo cards themselves anymore without losing all their profit in it. So they hit a bunch of cards around it and drew attention away from the zoo archetype by bringing back a few other cards that are not as much of a problem as the rest of the Pendulum deck, to help make it a little more fair for other decks other than Zoo, or although it's really just one deck, to be able to play. And they also hit a couple other cards that made it hard for certain other decks just to be able to play on their own quote-unquote unfair terms. So let's just see what happened, shall we? First off, an Elder Entity Norden was put to the ban list. It is gone. I can't say I'm surprised. I love Norden to death. It makes it very easy to get my basic Seize combos, but apparently Zoo was abusing Norden, even at 1. Obviously they couldn't hit Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion's not the problem. It unfortunately is Norden. And while I'm sad to see Norden finally go, I'm grateful for the fact that they decided to solve part of the problem. Now that's the only card that was banned, and 2 cards were put on the restricted list to 1 per deck. One of which is Speedway Terra Top. Fine freaking Lee, am I right? I hate the fact that they had to hit Terra Top, but we all knew it was going to happen. Too many decks abused Terra Top, not even to synchro with technically. It was more just so that they could be used as an Xyz combo in tandem with Takaton board. And Takaton was obviously not the problem either, it was Terra Top. You special summon it for free, you get a search, it's just too powerful. But hitting it to 1 makes it so that decks that are dedicated to the Speedroid archetype can still play it, they just can't gain immediate bonus from it and are slowed down to a point where, well, they don't immediately have immense setup plays. Another card that was put to 1 was, unfortunately, That Grass Looks Greener. Now I say unfortunately because I used it in a deck, and even though it's put to 1, I'm still going to run it, because the card is still good. It's immensely powerful. It enabled decks like 60-card Paleozoic, 60-card Light Sworn Zombie Metamix Bullcrap with Fairy Tale Snow thrown in, and the 60-card Infernoids, which I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like playing against Infernoids, but at least it was nice to see something that actually tried to make itself powerful. Now no cards went to 2, not that I'm that surprised, but 3 cards went to 3. Performapal Skullcrabat Joker was at 1 and is now at 3, and I'm honestly fine with it overall. I know why they did this. This card is not the problem. It was the other cards that they hit on the lists. Wisdom Eye Magician went from 2 to 3. Since the Magician Pendulum deck hasn't really been doing anything, I guess they thought it'd be okay to let it off the list entirely, which I'm fine with. It was a little weird to have to deal with immediate extra deck setup, but considering the changes that are going to be coming to the game, I don't think it's really going to matter. Or if it does, it won't matter for very long. And Pendulum Call, I would have been fine if they put this from 1 to 2, but 1 to 3? I think that's just a little too soon for that. I mean, I guess technically it's still not overly powerful compared to some of the other cards that we've had banned. You still only get to play 1 a turn. I just think it's still a little too soon to see it at 3. I think 2 would have been better for starting out, and then 3 would have been fine once the new Link format came in. And these are the 6 major changes to the ban list, and I say major lightly because this is probably among the smallest ban list changes that we've had to see in a long time. Honestly, not too much is probably going to change. The Zodiacs will probably have to rely more on their own abilities now instead of the incredibly powerful loops that they had using Norden, as well as the acceleration combo of using Terra. They'll probably have to rely on something more like Balbaboon now. 60-card decks will probably be on the immediate decline from here on out, although I'm probably still going to keep my 60-card Dark deck because, Power Wall is a thing. And we might even see a few Pendulum decks come back up on the rise. I'm not really looking forward to seeing the extremely powerful versions, but given what we have now, I think this deck might be a little more fair to play against. It's not overly powerful like it was in its full power days, but it's strong enough to be an obvious contender against a lot of decks. And that's basically all I have to say in this video. I have some more videos to continue working on, and thanks to these changes in the ban list, I've probably got 4, maybe 5 more deck profiles to do after I finish the one I'm working on now. So I'm going to get right back on that and put them out there as soon as I can. Thanks for watching the video, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. This has been Nanashi, signing out.
What's the next stage? What's the next stage?